Hey everybody, welcome back. Part 2 of my playthrough of Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon by Awakened Realms. So, last time we ended at the beginning of day 2, where I was doubting if I should draw another event. If you haven't seen that episode, go back and check it out. It's because this is a story thing and I'm not going to explain everything that happened again last time. One thing that happened is that I forgot some things, but I realized them on time. Maybe I made some other mistakes. Too bad. This game might have mistakes in it while playing. I'm sorry about that. But we did have a dream, that's important. And it talked about 3 enigmas and where to find them. It was a little bit cryptic. So, we had to find, they were hidden under the Isle of the Dead. And I've been looking at these locations, and I only see one isle or island, which is this one here. So I hope that's where I have to be for that. So, it's the last departure point for the sick. So, probably a lot of dead people here. Although the chart conclave might be the same, but it also talked about another enigma. In the grasp of buried hands and burnt hands and arms. So I think I've been there. Now there was one thing that stopped me from doing everything there, and that was my lack of spirituality. I couldn't enter the place, and that might be necessary. So maybe, and I'm not sure, I want to see first what's in these places as well, but this might still be the place where I need to go, but I need to have spirituality to enter there. So I'm not sure how I will do this, so I might want to have some experience so I can raise my spirituality so I can get in there, because it was only Maggot or someone with at least one spirituality that could get in there. So, and the third one was in a mount or something, in a mist-covered mount. Now I've been looking at this location here. This might be a mist-covered something. It doesn't tell us really. So maybe is this, or maybe one of the ones we can't see yet. So what we'll do is draw an event. I check the rules. You draw an event at the start of the day after reducing all the time stuff. So then we go to the next card, and I will show you a picture of this card here. So, homeless vagabonds roam the roads and trails. Many hail from fishing villages further west, where the last menhirs went dark weeks ago. Though malformed and sick, they're the lucky ones. Their tales chill you to the bone. Is this the fate that awaits your land? So, we can, as we can see here, we can help the refugees. So each player may spend 1 wealth or 1 food to gain 1 rep and rep experience. I think I'm going to spend 1 food, folks. So I'm going to spend 1 of my food tokens so I can get 1 reputation and 1 experience. So I have 1 experience already. I think I need 2 to level up one of these things here at the end of the day. So it might be a way for us to get back to the conclave and get inside of that spot. Place 5, -1 per player, so 4 in our case. Additional random events on top of the event deck, then discard this card. Hint, there are several ways to gather food or heal around your starting locations. You may need to find them though. Alright, so about food we know, we can hunt there. Healing, that's a little bit more difficult. There's this place, so we can go there as well. But it told us to add 5 -1 for each player. So 4 random events. There we go, 4 random events on top of the event deck. So next time, instead of taking this card, which is set chapter 1 part 3, we will have a random event. This one stays active. This is an active quest. It tells you with that symbol here, it tells us that it's on the active quest pile. So that's what the difference is there. So that stays there. And this one is discarded. So bye-bye event. Okay, so that takes care of that. Move guardians. There are no guardians. and pick active item and secret cards. So we can always have only one weapon active in a day. I don't really have weapons, I think. I'm not sure if I don't think a smoke bomb is a weapon. So I think I can just keep these. But if I had 2 weapons, I would have to pick which one that I was carrying this day. Okay, and now it's time to do some actions. And as you might remember, we only have 4 energy because we were exhausted last time, so we couldn't recover that much last time. So, I really want to know, what the deal is there on the right to get some wealth, because we want wealth before we go to the smithy here. So maybe we can buy some cool stuff here. And I want to know what's here as well. Maybe that's the thing in the mist. I think the other 2 enigmas are here, but I might be wrong. So, let's just go and do that. So I'm not going to do any actions here, where I am now. I could do some chores for the townsfolk, gives me some reputation. I already have 2 reputation. I don't think I need more at this moment in time. So let's go and travel. We spent 1 energy and we go to the Hunter's Grove. Now, no lightning symbol on the card, so and let me show you the grove. There we are. So no lightning symbol on this location, so we don't have to activate anything there immediately. We do reveal this space now because it is still in range of the menhir. It's all the 8 cards around it, if it's active, are in range, and it's next to us now as well. So we are going to take the next location, if I can reach the card, and that's number 106. So we have found, I think we found one of the enigma places. We found the 4 dwellers mounds, and that looks like Cinemis, right? So that's pretty cool. There we can go on a treasure hunt as well. We gain terror, wealth, and we roll a die, and we might have a verse to read if we roll a 6, because there is a die in this game. And it says, with the former masters of the island gone, no one is left to guard their burial treasures, hopefully. So I'm not sure if I'm going on that treasure hunt. I don't want to waste too much time. But I do want to explore that location. Oh boy. But I also want to go there. Because, yeah, that might be interesting as well. Oh, and another important thing. There's a menhir symbol here, so we could find a menhir here to activate when necessary. And I don't think that's necessary at this moment in time yet, but it's good to know that it exists. Because if I have 2 menhirs active, I have to take care of both of them, right? So, it might be too early to do that. So, am I going there already? I don't have a lot of energy. I think I'm going to make it a short day. I want to recover, so I have a lot of energy for the next day, I think. Oh boy, but then I only have 1 action left for this round. And in that action, maybe I want to use that to... Oh boy. Let's see. There's not a lot that I can do. There I have a blue encounter there, so that might be dangerous. But interesting to show you, and maybe because that I have to show you this as well. This has this red symbol here, so that means this village or this place is not really friendly to us. So I might have to persuade them to help me. Here as well, a menhir symbol, by the way. So we can place menhirs here if we want, and if we can, of course. Oh, so what to do? Maybe I should go here and take that risk to get some terror, although I don't like that idea of getting more terror, because I can only heal terror with an active menhir. Boy, where to go? I should focus on the main quest, I think, here. So I think Do I have wealth or I don't have any wealth yet, right? Oh, that kind of sucks. Yeah, we'll see. I'm going there. I'm curious to see what's there. So that's one move. The terrible news is that we're already out of energy, or I have to get exhausted. So I think I'm going to leave it the way it is for now, because I want to start my next day rested very well. I will not be able to remove my terror though, because I'm not at a menhir. So let's just end the day. We had a very quiet day now, and then we go to the end of the day where we can rest. We can consume food to restore health and lose 1 terror, but I can't because I'm not at the menhir's location. So I'm not going to pay food. But even though I did not pay any food, I'm still allowed to heal up completely, because I'm not exhausted. So we're going back up to 7 energy, and let's hope we can use that energy next day. Okay, now we could advance our character by spending experience, and I'm going to check how much it costs again, but I think I need at least 2 experience. Yeah, and it's even worse. I need 4 experience to raise my spirituality, because you always look at the pairs of skills, and there are 3 pairs here, and for the first one you pay 2, but I already have 1 in this pair because I have 1 practicality. So in order to raise my spirituality, I need to pay 4 experience. Oh boy, that's quite a lot. So I'm not sure how I will manage to do that anytime soon. We'll see if we get experience around the area where I am now. But first, let's see what else we can do. We are in a location with a dream symbol right over there. So we're going to have a dream at location 106. And as you saw, I didn't show you anything because there's no dream here. Maybe there's a nightmare here, but I am not going insane, or my terror level is not going high, so it's not too high, so I don't get nightmares, so nothing happens here. That's okay. I was hoping to get some more clues in what's going on, but that's not happening. So I will go to the next day. So first, again, we are going to remove any menhirs that were expired, but they're not. And then we're going to change this menhir to 6. And I don't like the way this how fast this is going, honestly. So let's hope we find a way to prolong this thing here. So 6 left. All right, then we reveal the next event card, and this time it is a random one. So let's show you. It is heavy rainfall. Each travel costs 1 additional energy. Wow, every creek becomes a raging river, every hill becomes a water slide. Okay, so that's not good news. That's really bad news, actually. Dang. So I will put this here to show that it is active, to remind me. But that's bad news, folks. Heavy rain. Okay, so how are we going to solve that? I have no clue. The first thing that I will do, and that's what I do know, is I'm going to explore this area. Now, also important, I didn't reveal these 2 locations, although I'm next to them, but they're not in the area of an active menhir, so I can't put them into play. Okay, so let's spend an energy. There we go. And we can flip that card, or of course go to the book and read whatever it says. So first it says, if you have the Winds of Wyrdness status, remove this location from the game and replace it with location 123. I don't think that I have the Winds of Wyrdness yet, so that doesn't happen. Okay, so the mist-covered mounds resonate with the sound of spades and pickaxes. Once, only insane treasure hunters worked here, but as more and more gold emerged from under the earth, these burial grounds turned into a regular mine. Or at least, almost regular. People still disappear or go mad here on occasion. Okay, so we could wander deep into the mounds, or we can chat with the miners or leave. Oh boy. I think we do have to go into the mounds, but maybe we should chat with the miners first. Maybe they can tell us some useful things. So I think I'm going to go to verse 2, and let's see what happens. You stop and listen to a miner's tale. They say a young foreman's apprentice once met a pale, sad girl between the mounds, and she ran from him without a single word. Over the following weeks, he kept slipping away from his work to wander between the mounds looking for her. He saw her 2 more times, but never managed to catch on. Finally, one day, he noticed the girl running into an open 4-dweller mound. He followed her. The place was dark and teeming with strange powers. The apprentice Kippy pushing onwards, even as voices taunted him, and laughed. Finally, after hours of fruitless search, he emerged from the exit, only to discover his body and posture had changed. He was now a young, pale girl. Before she was able to overcome the shock of this discovery, a gruff foreman's apprentice spotted her. Shocked and ashamed, she ran away and wandered the mounds for days until she found an open tomb again. This time there was an empty coffin inside. The girl was so tired, she lay in it and fell asleep. She woke up in a comfortable bed as a 6-year-old boy who still shuddered from the intensity of his dream. This dream never left his mind and finally pushed him to leave his village at the age of 15 and sign up as a foreman's apprentice in the mounds. The man who tells you this story has sunken sad eyes, full of fear and yearning. You thank him for his time and discreetly move away. So, if you don't have part 2 of the Burning Mystery status, each party member gains 1 experience. I don't have the Burning Mystery status at all, so I get 1 experience. There we go. And then gain part 2 of the Burning Mysterious status. So, we'll take this paper again, and we take part 2. So, apparently I could still find part 1. What was it again? Burning Mystery. And I'm not left-handed, but the camera is in the way, and the microphone. So, part 2. So, apparently you can get these out of order as well. Okay. So, exploration ends. Okay, so that was that. Might be interesting to have. I don't know. But that brings us to the question, what will we do next? I think we will enter the mount. So we're going to spend 1 more energy to explore again. But this time we will wander deep into the mounts. And we go to verse 1. No one was ever able to count the mounts, and the most experienced miners claim new ones keep arriving. Though no one can explain how. How far do you dare to wander? Okay, so we could stick to the places where other miners work. And then we roll a die and see for our result. We go just beyond the currently explored part. And we pay 1 energy, roll a die, and add +1 for each of our courage, which is 1. Or we could walk and don't stop until we found something interesting. Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Traveling is expensive this time, so maybe we'll have to make some choices. So we could spend 1 or 2 energy, because I'm going farther than the ones they already have done. So I could spend 2 energy, then I have 1 energy left, so I could not do the treasure hunt anymore. There's not much I could do when that happens. I would end at 3, which is bad because of the stupid heavy rainfall. Otherwise, I could go do 1 step already. I could do the treasure hunt, but that gives me more terror and makes me exhausted. And what's the chance of rolling a 6? Well, you know the chance of rolling a 6. 1 out of 6. So that might be a terrible idea to do. Might be worth it if you roll a 6. So there's tough choice. I could choose to only 1 to add only 1. So I think I will. I'm going to spend only 1 energy to explore further than the other ones have gone so far. So 1 energy. Then I have 2 energy left. I could still leave this place if I want. So that's important, I think. So 1. So that means I will roll the die. Let's see. I will roll the die and add 1 for my courage. All right. A die roll. You know how this goes, right, folks? Let's see. Right, I rolled a 5. So I add up 1 to it. So I got 6. So then we go again to verse 8. And we see that we have 6 or more. Wow, awesome. You reach the heart of the mounds and stop. Awestruck. Go to verse 3. A burial mound, taller than all the others, emerges from the mist in front of you. Its front gate betraying the same shine as all old steel items. You feel uneasy. This is not a good place for a mortal to be. Okay, we can dig into the mound. So I thought I was where I should be, but it's not. We can attempt to break through the gate, which requires the old steel smasher secret card, or 2 aggression. I don't have any aggression. Or leave. So I guess we will be digging, because there's nothing else we can do. We also don't have the old steel smasher secret, which is probably also something we... No, I think it's a card. Yeah, it's a card that you could get. So let's dig into the mound and go to verse 9. After a minute of exhausting work, you hear a chilling sound close by. Your labor has attracted something you'd rather avoid. Each party member gains 1 wealth. So we finally have 1 wealth. We have money to spend at the smith's shop. So that's cool. Draw 2 cards from the purple encounter deck and resolve the one with the highest value. Alright, after that we have to choose something. But first, let's go back to the table. Hello, hello. We draw 2 cards from the purple encounter, was it? Oh, I've never seen these cards before. So, and we take the one with the highest number. And I have one with 5, a mist stalker, or an apparition with 6. So, we take... oh, bah. So, the other one I think goes at the bottom of the deck. And this one is the one we have to fight, the apparition. Your fears personified. Opportunist. So, that means receive 1 unavoidable damage with each attack if you have any terror. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's not good, because I do have 1 terror. I should have... I couldn't rest and heal stuff like that there, so that's terrible. So, yeah, so as you can see, this is one that has opportunist, or what was it? Opportunist, yes. So that's a keyword, and as I already said, I think that's just what it means, that you get a lot of damage, apparently. Oh, and I checked, it's something very different. So, receive 1 avoidable with each attack if you have terror. So, if he attacks, I get an unavoidable damage. Opportunist means something else. Opportunist means that if I don't play at least 2 combat cards in my action phase, then he will trigger his opportunity attack. An opportunity attack of this creature apparition is gain 1 terror. So that's not what I want. His loot is 1 magic, so I could earn some magic here. But before that, I will have to... Oh boy. I will have to fight it, right? So, 6. I need 6. So, combat. Let's start combat. First of all, we take our combat deck and we shuffle them cards. So, let's zoom in so you can see the combat in your left corner. We draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. So, I should remember that I do have a smoke bomb. I could escape this without triggering an opportunity attack. Or I could use the Witch's Bile to gain 3 cubes, but I get a wound. So I could escape already. when I'm in combat. So I'm going to see which cards that I drew. So I drew these 3 cards, a support, an outsmart, and a distraction. Okay, so this is pretty interesting because this one says that if I deal damage, we lose that many cubes instead. I don't think this counts as being avoided, right? It just changes. This one gets me 1 cube for each point of my my practicality when fighting a green encounter. It's not a green encounter, so this doesn't help. Add 2 charges to any card in the sequence. Charges. There are no cards with charges. Oh boy, so this is not really good. So, is there a combination where I can do some damage with? I don't think there is. Oh boy. So I'm going to check my cards and I will be back. Okay, let's see what we can do. This is going to be tough, but we can always use the smoke bomb if needed. So I'm going to play this support first. So I don't have any courage, so I don't get to draw a card. Which I was hoping for, honestly. Oh boy, not good. Yeah, but hey, whatever. This is just my first card. It doesn't activate anything, but I'm going to continue by playing my outsmart here. That's the next one, which does allow me to draw a card because I do have 1 courage. So I draw another combat card, which is a reposition. Okay. Wow, that is not bad. All right. I might want to escape this one, folks. And escaping is not the worst thing to do. So I'm going to check if I can do more things. But at least I already played 2 cards, so the opportunist thing doesn't happen anyway. So the next thing I could do is... What else can I do? The reposition is a little bit boring. I was hoping for something better. Boy. When can we escape? I think we can escape anytime we want, so I think we will, because we can reposition. Yeah, I'm going to play this. So I'm allowed to play this because it has this card symbol with the lightning bolt connected to the previous card. And this one says, if you escape from combat, ignore the opportunity attack. And that's just what we will do. I'm not going to get the magic, but I'm going to escape. Normally, you can choose to escape, but then he will get an attack of opportunity. I'm not getting this. I'm also not getting the reward, sadly enough. But I'm alive. And I've done some research before playing this game on forums, trying to figure out to play this one with 1 hero or more and all that stuff, and to see what tips and hints people are giving. And one of the tips is you should escape when you feel when you should escape. So that's what I've done. So I escaped this. There's no shame in it, and also I had a perfect card for it. I could have used my smoke bomb, but I didn't need to because I had that cool reposition card. So we go back to the book, because after the encounter, we can attempt to break through the gate. Again, oh boy, no. That doesn't do anything. We cannot do anything else anymore. So we're in kind of a problem here. We have to leave. Oh, that's too sad. So we did get 1 wealth, but that's the only thing we got. Man, that's kind of sad, right? Let's continue. So I've done what I could do there. Now I could spend my wealth. No, I could do the treasure hunt, but it gives me more terror, and I don't know if I want to. I could start moving to the Hunter's Grove, so I can go to the other place there, the Whitening, where I have to have a blue encounter and where I can pay food to gain more wealth. But I don't know if I need to go there. So maybe I should start heading back home so I can go to that island asylum and to the smith shop next time. So what I will do is pay 2 energy and go right back to the Hunter's Grove, where I will end my day. I could also just travel back home, because now I will 1, 2, 3, 4. I will heal 5. If I go back home, I will heal 4, and I can lose my terror by paying food. With 4 energy, I can, well, 4, actually 3, and then exhausting. I could go 1, 2, and go there, and then I'm exhausted again. If I stay here, then I have 7. Then I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can do more. I'm staying here. I'm going to rest at this spot here, which means I can choose to consume food, but I won't. I will not consume food. As I said, if you don't need to restore, then any health or terror, you don't need to pay food. So I'm going up to 7 again, completely full. I could spend experience, and I could do so. I think I could spend 2 to get a new card in my combat deck, which is also important, or in my diplomacy deck. But I think I need that spirituality. I have no idea how I can get there. Maybe I need the correct thing. That's secret. Maybe I can find a secret at the smith's shop as well. Oh, so we'll see. Alright, we'll see when that happens. Next, we are going to see if there is a dream in this location. So we're at location 102, the Hunter's Grove. Okay, so if you have part 2 of the morning song status, your sleep is dreamless tonight. I don't have any parts of the morning song, as far as I know. Nope, nothing. So, you drift off under this ochre-painted constellation into a restless sleep where you chase a young dove in the hills just outside Kuanacht. You wake early in the morning in a cold sweat with several fresh cuts. The taste of blood fills your mouth. Beside you, raw pieces of meat lay carefully wrapped in leaves. If you don't have the Hunter's Mark status, each character in this location gains 2 food. So, I get 2 food. I don't know what happened, but I just got 2 food. Something happened close to me. But also, check the Hunter's Mark status. So, I'm taking my paper again, and I'm going to look for Hunter's status. Hunter's Mark, Hunter's Mark. There we go. It has only 1 X here, 1 spot here. So from now on, I have this status. So next time I will. If I sleep there again, I don't get 2 food for free anymore. But this was pretty cool. Free food for all, folks. Free food for all. And I wake up very happy to be alive. But sadly enough, the menhir drops to 5. So I really have to be careful here with that menhir. I have to get back here soon enough to make that thing work as it should. Now I could hunt for more food. Who cares? We are just going to try a new event. Almost forgot the new event. And the new event is a violent thunderstorm. Lose 1 health each time you travel today. Wow, it's best to hide. So this time we have a violent thunderstorm. Okay. That's not good. Although we're at full health, how much health do we lose? 1. So we will drop each time we travel. And we were going to travel quite a bit, but I was going to travel 3 times this time. So we'll see. I'm I'm still going to travel twice, I think, but we'll see if I do more than that. So this time we pay 1 energy to travel back to Kuanacht, which drops our health down by 1. Ugh, I don't like that at all. Okay, so we're here. We could do some chores for the townsfolk since we're here. But I don't think we need to or want to at this moment. Not spending energy on those things. I already have 2 reputations, so I'm going to keep it the way it is. Then I'm going to spend 1 more energy and 1 more health. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. To move to the Fallen Swords. No lightning symbols, so that's okay, nothing happens. We do get to reveal this new location, number 108, and let's see, that's Grubwood apparently, and Grubwood is this card here. It has, well, when you explore, when you enter this location, this exploration is free, so that's easy. It's also probably not the most interesting place, probably. Something it was given his name because it fed settlers the entire time. Others believed it's due to the maggots crawling over its slumping trees. Okay, so, but that's a new location here. Again, we don't get to put more cards. Oh boy. So we have the smithy's shop. We could draw a craftable item here. Or we could explore this place because this place has some interesting stuff going on. As you can see, a bunch of this huge sword, as you can see. So I might want to consider going there and and explore that location. Who knows what I find here? On the other hand, I do want that craftable item. Don't I? So it also says, sensing their own end, Fort dwellers ordered giants to push humans into the sea, but the giants abandoned their weapons here. So these big swords are leftovers by giants. Wow, that's pretty cool. So let's go to the smith shop and spend 1 energy to do so. There we go. We pay 1 wealth, so the 1 wealth we have is gone, to draw a craftable item. I don't know. I need to find. I think it's just in this pile of cards where I have to dig for a craftable item, I assume. Yeah, we keep drawing until we draw a card with this letter C on it, as the smoke bomb. So I think at some places you can craft items and then you can get these out of the deck, I guess. So we just keep drawing until we get one with the sea. And we have an adventure kit. Ignore the effects of heavy rainfall and unnatural chill events. Wasn't the heavy rainfall the previous one? Yeah, we should have gotten that earlier. Wow. But that's cool. We have an adventure kit. That's pretty neat. So, alright. Let's shuffle these items again. And, yeah. So, I still wanted something cooler, but this can help us if we get some more heavy rain or unnatural chill stuff. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we're there. We bought some stuff at the smith shop. Now, we have an option. We could go over here and start doing what we want to do there. But that will cost us again 1 health to travel. And honestly, resting there at the asylum, I don't feel so good by having dreams there. I still have 2 energy left, so that would cost me 1 energy to go there and 1 energy to explore. But do I want to do that? Or do I just stay where I am? But what can I do here besides exploring? Then will I have left over? I don't want to get that much damage. I don't have any wealth left, otherwise I could heal here. So I don't really know what I want to do here. Oh boy, I don't know. What will I do? This violent thunderstorm is terrible, terrible, terrible. Alright. Do I get another wound? I don't think I will. I'm just going to explore this location. So I'm going to spend 1 energy, and then we go and read 105, which is normally the backside of this card, but it's also in the book. And it says, you rest a while in the shades of a titanic swords, their rusty smell causing your nose to tingle. 100 yards away, an elder smith toils chipping at a jagged edge of a giant weapon. The hammer he uses to break apart this ancient steel seems very strange, as does the sound it makes. If there's a quest token on this location, go to verse 16. That's not the case. Or we can attempt to climb one of the swords. Is that gold you see high up on the pommel? Try to talk with the smith, or rest in the shade of the sword. I think I'm going to try to talk with the smith. I want some more information. So let's talk with the smith. If there is a dial on this location, go to verse 3. If you're playing Bjor, you know the smith. Nope. Otherwise, read on. The smith does not like unannounced guests or people who would like to see his methods. You only catch a glimpse of the strange ornate hammer as he gingerly hides it and tells you to leave in no kind words. Okay, we could talk him down, which requires 2 empathy. Finally, something that we can use. We can refuse to leave, or we can just leave. But I think I'm going to talk him down. I do have 2 empathy. That's the bird symbol there, so I will do that. After a while, the smith gathers rusty ingots from the grass and invites you to his hut, where he shows you the rest of the process. If you don't have the riddle of the old steel status, each party member gains 1 experience, so that's experience number 3, folks, and we gain the riddle of old steel status. And that is very interesting, the riddle of old steel. Wasn't that what we needed in the 4-dweller mount? So that might be very interesting. I think it was what we needed, right? Or was it the old steel smasher secret card? That was the thing I think we needed. Okay, anyway, we need to choose 1. We can attempt to buy the hammer. We can pay 1 to 5 wealth, but I don't have any wealth, so I cannot do that. I can attempt to steal the hammer. We can get +1 for... Oh, boy. Oh, +1 for our practicality. So we need a 6 or more. Oh, boy. Or we can just leave. Oh, that hammer might be so important. Maybe that's what we need. Maybe that's the old steel smasher that we need for the 4-dweller mounts. Oh boy, if he catches me stealing, then I'm in trouble, folks. I got oh boy, 33% chance. 33% chance, folks, with this die. Let's try and steal this thing. Okay. I'm still doubting, but oh, all right. I normally have no luck with dice, folks, but this looks like a natural 6, so I have 7 as a result. I don't like stealing, although if I play role-playing games, I tend to be the thief or something like that. So we gain secret card 27. Oh, that's cool. Then I can show you secret cards as well. So this is a pile of secrets, and they're numbered, so I ordered them by number, which was strange that it wasn't ordered in the box. The rulebook tells you, hey, you should order these, put these in order because that's easier to use. So that's was strange, but so I did, and we get Oh, yes, there it is. This is what we were looking for, right? The Old Steel Smasher, which also gives us one cube at the start of each purple encounter. So that's neat. So we have a weapon, finally. Finally we have a weapon, and we have something to take care of that part. We still have that stupid violent thunderstorm, which is terrible. So I think I'm going to explore this again. I'm going to stay here for now. I'm going to explore this location once more. And we go to... yeah, I think... Oh, we could rest in the shade of the sword. I'm not sure if I want to climb this one of the swords, especially since I don't have a lot of aggression, and that might be what I need. Although I could have a nice view on top of there, but I think I'm going to do the resting thing. So I'm going to rest in the shade. Oh, dang. You slip into a light-headed daydream. Go to the dream, then exploration ends. Ah, crap. That was not what I was hoping for. So, we go to the dream, and the dream tells us. The army of men formed a defensive line with their backs towards the sea. A last desperate stand, but the four dwellers did not attack. Instead, they sent giants to do the dirty work. As the titans began to advance, men cowered behind their shields, and horses panicked. Only Archer held his ground. He knew the giants would come. He counted on it. Alone he marched but to meet them, stretching his arms wide. Half an hour later, the giants bent their knees before the human king and drove their weapons deep into the hill, vowing never to take them up against humans. Each character who has this dream loses one terror, and that's cool. This is not resting. This is because of a dream, right? So I still think I can lose my terror. It's not. I think the traumatized one is because I cannot heal when I spend the food in order to heal. I think I'm going to take it that way because this is a different way of healing that wound. This is because of the dream. So I think I'm allowed to lower my terror, which is perfect because finally I got rid of that terror. That's very useful. So I'm down to 0. I could go, well, I'm down to 2. I could go and become exhausted because my day didn't end, right? So that's pretty funny. I had my dream during the day. That's pretty special. So I could still do something, but I don't want to move. So I could still try to climb that thing, but I don't think I will. Let's just stop here this day. Let's end this day here, which means I rest. I'm going to spend that one food, in order to heal one wound. So I'm going back up and then go back up to 7 with my energy. So that's pretty cool. And then it's time for a dream, but I already had the dream there, so that's cool. And then we're going to the next day. We go down to 4, the menhir. Oh man, halfway already, which is terrible. 4 and a new event. Okay, and after this event, I think we'll call it a day. So let's see what the next time will bring. Beautiful weather. Now it's beautiful weather. Your first travel costs 1 energy less today. When drawing a random green encounter, draw 2 and pick the one with the smallest value. Even wild animals come out of their dens. A perfect day for a hunt. That would have been better there. But hey, it is what it is. Beautiful weather. That's not bad. I like it. And yeah, that ends this part of the playthrough, folks. Next time, we will definitely go somewhere. I don't know. I think I'm going to go to Grubwood next time, because now it's a free move. we get to explore this for free, and we can figure out what's going on here, and we have some energy left, and then we're going to visit probably the Isles, or we could go to the Warrior Fair. Maybe we can try to find out something about these other enigmas. We also need to get back there, so maybe I should go here and afterwards go back like this, although it's better maybe to end. I think on our way back we're going here to see if we can reignite that menhir if necessary. So I think my plan is Grubwood and the island, and we'll see where we get from there. That's for next time, folks. I hope you're enjoying this playthrough. I know it's a lot of text. I know there's a lot of story in this game and not a lot of excitement and rolling dice and all that stuff. Also, we had one encounter and I ran away. I know. Things will change. I hope you're enjoying the story. It is a very special story. This game has a cool story. I think everything we are learning here on our statuses and all that stuff will be very interesting the farther this game progresses. So I hope you're here to stay, and I hope you're back next time at part 3. Until then, I wish you adieu, and I see you soon. Bye bye.